Did you know? The main scandals of the World Cup in Qatar and the French national team won this championship. Apart from the fact that Qatar is completely unsuitable for hosting the World Cup on several grounds, the tournament in this country is also accompanied by several scandals at once. The country's authorities are being criticized in three ways. The first is related to the LGBT agenda. Homosexuality in Qatar is prohibited by law, for violation of which can face the death penalty. Nevertheless, the country's authorities said before the World Cup that they would welcome fans of any sexual orientation, provided that they would avoid public displays of feelings. This statement did not reassure LGBT activists who are actively calling for a boycott of the World Cup in Qatar and are outraged by FIFA's position on the issue. The main scandal so far concerns the rainbow-colored captains' armbands, in which, since 2020, captains of several European national teams Netherlands, Belgium, England, Wales, Germany, Denmark go to matches as part of the LGBT support campaign. For the World Cup in Qatar, FIFA has officially banned under threat of sanctions England and Wales to use rainbow armbands, causing a flurry of indignation of activists. England captain Harry Kane went to the match on Monday without a rainbow armband, for which he and his team were criticized by both fans and the sports community. Manchester United legend Roy Keane called the refusal of the bandage a big mistake. In his opinion, Kane should have worn it. Despite the threats of FIFA, Kane tried to justify himself, saying that the decision was out of his control. Secondly, Qatar is reproached for the cruel treatment of migrant workers who built World Cup facilities in inhumane conditions in the heat, with processing, low salaries, having practically no rights in this country. Some died on construction sites. In addition, 2 days before the start of the championship, the country's authorities decided to ban the sale of alcohol, violating an agreement with one of the sponsors. Usually alcohol in Qatar is sold only in restaurants at expensive hotels and resorts. But at the World Cup, it was planned that Anheuser-Busch and Budweiser would sell Budweiser beer in specially designated places in fan zones. AB and Budweiser paid $75 million for the right to sell beer at the 2022 World Cup. The sponsorship contract is estimated at that much. Now the beer will go to the winning team, the company announced. In addition, there were several smaller incidents at the World Cup, but also much more discussed than football matches. For example, on Monday, the Iranian national team refused to perform its national anthem before the match with England, expressing its support for the protesting Iranians. Protests have been going on in Iran for 2 months, which began after the murder of a girl at a police station. And the Iranian fans came to the match in T-shirts with the inscription "Women, Life, Freedom." Qatar also distinguished itself by its attitude to journalists. At first, the Danish journalist was threatened by the championship security service during the live broadcast. Then an Argentine journalist was robbed of a bag with documents and money also during a live broadcast. At the same time, the correspondent assures that they did not want to accept a statement from the police because she is a woman. Subscribe to the channel and write your comment. We believe that France will win the FIFA World Cup. See you in the next story.